February 2026. A guy walks onto the Grammy stage, alone. No entourage, no hype man. Just him. For the first time in Grammy history, a Spanish-language album wins the most prestigious award in music. 1 week later, he headlines the Super Bowl halftime show, the most watched live event on the planet. His album Debí Tirar Más Fotos hit 39.5 million streams in a single day. His Super Bowl announcement video crossed 110 million views on YouTube. 6 Grammys. The first Latino artist ever nominated in the same year for Album of the Year, Record of the Year, and Song of the Year. His name is Bad Bunny. And behind every record he breaks, there is a machine. A quiet, calculated, billion-dollar machine that most people never think about. Because the music industry generates an estimated $33 billion in global revenue in 2025, growing at around 8% every single year, and streaming alone now accounts for more than 55% of that total. So the real question isn't who's winning Grammys. The real question is, how does music turn sound into billions every single year? That's exactly what we're breaking down today. The business model, the money flows, the marketing machine, and why this industry is only getting bigger. And if this is your first time here, welcome. This channel is called Nice Guy. We break down the business strategies and decisions behind the biggest companies, industries, and cultural phenomena in the world. No fluff, just the real mechanics of how things work. If that's your thing, you're exactly where you need to be. Now let's talk about the people who actually make this industry run. Because behind every hit song, there's a whole ecosystem working together. First, you've got the streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. You already know them. These are basically the bridge between artists and listeners. Every time you hit play, money flows through them. Then there are the major labels, Sony Music, Warner Music, Universal Music Group. These three alone control about 80% of the industry's revenue. Their job? Sign artists, fund the music, build the strategy, handle distribution, marketing, and take the majority of the money in return. That's the deal. After that, you have the artists themselves, Bad Bunny, Drake, Travis Scott, Lady Gaga, the people who actually create the music. They're the face, the product, and the brand all in one. And finally, distributors like DistroKid, TuneCore, CD Baby. These are the tools that let independent artists get their music onto streaming platforms without needing a label. Think of them as the shortcut around the traditional system. So that's the foundation, 4 main players, all connected, all depending on each other. Now that we know who the players are, let's talk about the money. Because the music industry doesn't run on one single revenue stream, it runs on 4, and each one works completely differently. The first one, and the most visible, is streaming. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, you know the names. Streaming alone represents around 55% of the global music revenue. That's more than half the entire industry, just from people pressing play on their phones. But here's the thing, streaming pays artists almost nothing per stream. We're talking fractions of a cent. The volume has to be massive for it to actually matter. The second one is licensing. This is when a company pays for the right to use a song. In a car commercial, a Netflix series, a video game, a sports broadcast. Every time you hear music playing in the background of a scene, or behind an ad, that didn't happen for free. Someone paid for it, and depending on where the song ends up, that can generate a lot of money. Third, and this is the real money, live events. Concerts, festivals, residencies. In 2024, the live music market was valued at over $30 billion globally, and it keeps growing. When Lady Gaga does a residency, we're talking about a tour that can gross over $200 million. Beyoncé's Renaissance tour crossed $580 million. These aren't just shows, they're financial events. And the last one is merchandising. The hoodies, the vinyl records, the limited edition drops, the tour posters. Travis Scott doesn't just sell music, he sells a whole world around it. Merch can represent anywhere from 10 to 30% of an artist's income on a major tour. Now here's the important part, none of these revenues go straight to the artist. Every single stream, every licensing deal, every ticket sold, it gets split between the label, the distributor, the publisher, the platform. The artist is often the last one to actually see the money.